What's up, my dear friends of the world? Paul the Trombonist here. Something really amazing happened, and I wanted to share it with you all. And this isn't typically my normal content on this channel, but I think there's a lesson in it, that there's a lot behind the scenes going on that gives us hope for everything in the world. And the other day, my wife and I were going on a walk, and we started going on a walk, and it was really hot, and we're like, well, maybe we don't want to go on a walk. Let's just go on the treadmill and go back home, whatever. And they're like, oh, let's just go, right? So we go on this walk, and we cross the street. And as we crossed the street, I heard this voice screaming in desperation. And it was almost like a sound where you're like, oh, you feel the pain of that voice. And it was this woman that was screaming the name, which was a dog, was their dog. They were screaming the name of their dog, yelling for the dog, looking for the dog. And you can feel that hopelessness in the voice of, where's the dog, right? And it broke my heart when I heard the dog's name being called. So I was like, what's the dog's name? Well, I was like, did you lose your dog? What kind of dog is it? And she told me, and I was like, okay. And I couldn't stop thinking about it. And I was like, man, because it was a little poodle. I have a little poodle, and I just can't imagine losing your pet that you love so much. It's a family member, right? And I was just constantly thinking about it. I was like, all right, so maybe we can look around, see that, help find this dog and everything. And I just heard her screaming the name, and then I saw other people in her family looking for the dog, and it was just like it was a, I felt for him, basically, is what I'm trying to say here. So my wife and I, on our walk, we were looking around to see if we could find the dog. Okay. So after our walk, we go back to our house, and I just couldn't stop thinking about it. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I was like, you know, it felt so hopeless, like helpless. I felt helpless. I didn't know what I could do or anything like that. And some time passed, maybe like an hour or so, and I just had intuition to, I'm like, just go on Facebook. Maybe somebody might say something or something. And then as soon as I went on Facebook, in the community group of where I live, somebody shared a photo of a little puppy that was found. No collar, no name, no identification tags. And I'm like, that is the same breed, a little black toy poodle. So I was like, oh my gosh, that matches up. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I should go back to the spot that I saw them. I didn't think that they would be there, Like, what are the chances, because they're looking all around the city, what are the chances they're going to be in the same spot? And something just came over me where I was like, go right now. Wear your pajamas, go right now. Don't wait for my wife to get ready. And I'm like, honey, I gotta go right now. Something's telling me, go right now. So I left, and then I saw this car slowly driving on the same street that I originally saw this woman screaming the dog's name. And I was like, are you looking for Olive? And they're like, yes, 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 yes. And I'm like, I found her. And then they slammed on the brakes. And then I got out of the car, and I'm like, you see this photo? Is this Olive? Yeah, that's Olive. Yeah, that's Olive. And I'm like, someone found Olive. And then I'm like, what's your phone number? And then I screenshotted the post. And then she's like, I don't have service here. And then, oh, I got it. I got it. Okay, well, here's my number just in case we get disconnected. Okay, great. Boom. And then go home. And then I get a text from them. We were reunited. And I was like, oh, I bet your puppy was so excited to see you. And boom, the puppy ran. She said the puppy ran into her lap. And it was like, wow. And it ended up that the dog was really far away. Like this dog went on a journey. This little tiny poodle, it went to the complete opposite side of town. I'm talking miles away. It was like scared and it was just running, and somebody found the dog, posted it on Facebook. So there's a lot of things at play here. One, we almost didn't go on a walk to know that this dog was missing. Two, I realized something else. If you ever lose something or something like that, even if you don't find what you're looking for, by you being out in public and yelling the name and publicly showing that you're looking for something, other people in your surroundings will draw attention to what you're doing, and that awareness will have a ripple effect where you never know what those connections can help you find what you're looking for. So if you ever lose anything, don't be afraid to yell it off the mountaintops what you're looking for, because even if you don't find it, by you doing that, that brings awareness to it. So a lot of things were at play here. One, we almost didn't go on a walk. Two, what are the chances we were on the street at the same time that lady was on? Three, what are the chances that as I opened my phone, the first thing I saw on Facebook was a post about this missing dog? Three, the chance that I went back and they were still looking in the same spot, or just happened to go at the same spot when I went back, when my intuition said go. And all of those at play. So what does this teach us? It teaches that life is way more than we know, and that there's a lot of things at play, and synchronicity is really powerful. And speaking of little doggies, you know, as I'm telling the story, this little cute little doggie, my little doggie, comes into the picture. So, you know, that's just a beautiful thing about life, is that there's a higher power, a collective consciousness of people, and the lesson here is go with your intuition. And you never know what the cause and effect is, the ripple effect of one action that can lead to another action that you may have not realized would be what it was to solve or resolve an issue. All right, this is Paul the Trombonist. Welcome to my channel, and I appreciate y'all so much. If you want to join me on my journey in life, I put up all kinds of content, whatever's on my mind, and also my music. I'm a musician, and also just some advice or whatever kinds of things that pop into my mind. I just share them with you all, and maybe something I say may resonate with you, and I appreciate y'all so much. Take care. Bye-bye.